Okay, it's gonna be a second video. Uh, Second video is gonna focus on the positives and negatives so far, my first 2 months in, and then we'll just go from there. Right now, I am in. I don't know where I'm at. I'm at some park. I think I'm near like the uh, Imperial Palace, maybe Royal Palace. I don't really know, but let's just get into it. Start with the positives, or I'll give you a little backdrop so you can kind of understand where I'm coming from with positives and negatives. Back in the U.S., I was living in Chicago for about 2 years. Never really went out, just kind of saved my money. Went to the gym, went to work, and that was pretty much it. I didn't have any friends there. I had like coworkers, but they're not really friends, you know. So yeah, that's kind of where it's like a baseline of where I was at. But since coming out here, some of the positives, I'm gonna actually bring up my phone because I wrote this down. Give me a second. Here we go. All right, we'll start with the positives. First of all, everyone here is just super friendly. Like the Japanese people are amazing. I've had probably 2 bad experiences in the 2 months with like just people, but it's not too bad. Like, they weren't that like terrible experiences, but like Japanese people in general are extremely polite to a fault. Really respectful. A lot of like excuse me, I'm sorry if you bump into someone or something on the train, or like someone spills something. So people here are great. Best way I can kind of describe it is it's a high trust society. Obviously, like you can go out, you'll never kind of have an issue with anyone unless you're like being a real ass about yourself. Like I'll give you an example. I mean, when I went out in the city in Chicago, obviously, like when you're walking down the street, you kind of have to have some situational awareness, or else you'll put yourself in a bad place. And there's always like this might just be general Americans or America. People give like almost like a stank eye. Like if you're like meeting new people, or you're just walking down the street, everyone's kind of, to me, it's the energy is just not opening, not like very open. Like here, everyone, it's just the air about it, where if I wanted to, I could go up to someone and it wouldn't be a problem. Just to like ask them a question, or if I'm asking for directions or something like that. Like in America, you can't really do that anymore. I think it's been lost on the American culture. So there's that. So definitely the people are great. I'd say the only time I've had like a bad experience is mainly with like tourists. It's not the Japanese people. Sometimes you run into like someone salty, someone having like a bad day, but it's very rare. Next thing would be obviously like the food. Food is great, but it's not just like that it tastes well, but it's just healthy. Like I don't feel as bad when I'm eating food. When I'm going out, I'll go to like a burger joint, or a traditional Japanese place, and I won't. It'll be like fried food or something, like kind of like not greasy, but a lot of oil and stuff used on cooking it. But I don't like feel like crap 3 hours later. In America, it's like once you eat something, you like crash, or at least I did. It's even the same with fast food. Like the fast food here it doesn't make me feel like bad. And I'll have a Wendy's or McDonald's or something, and I won't feel like terrible after eating it, like it was in America. So just like health-wise, the health factor is definitely like a big positive. I mean, like having to walk everywhere. I used to, like, a normal day for me back in America would be I'd get up, go to work, which is I'm driving, I'm not like walking it. Get into the office, and I'm sitting for like hours, because I work 12-hour shifts, so like, you know, not a lot of walking there. And then I would leave work, go to the gym, and then I'd go back home, drive back home. So I would get like probably 4,000 to 5,000 steps a day. But here, like I'm cracking at least 12,000 steps a day. And then when I'm doing stuff like that, like just going around exploring, I'll hit like 20,000 steps in a day. Just because you're walking everywhere. I mean, you see it with the people here too. Everyone's just healthy. I know people always talk about like there's not that many fat people, and yeah, there's not. But it's because you have to walk everywhere. You're standing all the time when you're on the train. If there's like packed, and then just the food itself, it's not like poison. So that's definitely something that I appreciate. I do think it kind of goes deeper. It gives, because when you look at like successful people, generally they're like, I mean, you get treated better if you're like handsome, if you're pretty. That's just human nature. So when you're put down on a mass scale where everyone looks good, everyone looks healthy, it changes like the way you move in just the daily activities, because you're seeing like everyone is looking good, everyone's healthy, so it kind of sparks you to do the same, and then it just gives you a little bit more pep in your step, I think. So that's definitely something I really like about here. The next thing, this is one of those ones where it's like, it's good, but I'm also seeing kind of the drawbacks, which would be like, it's pretty easy to make friends, or I would say it's pretty easy to like go out and just meet people. I won't say make friends, because making friends is super hard, I think, out here. But so I'm a pretty friendly guy. Like I like to go out. I'll go get a beer or go get some drinks with some friends. But I can just do that on my own and try to meet new people. And it's generally pretty easy to do that out here. Like I couldn't really do that in America. One, it's just easier to get out. It's like you're not paying. It's not like a $80 night every single night. You go out for a couple drinks and a little bit of food. But the thing that's kind of a drawback is you have to be very careful with, not like emotionally investing in someone, because in America, when you go out, if I'm going to be spending $80 or however much money, I'm going to be like going out, driving somewhere, paying a cover charge, or going to get some food, or going to, just like doing anything with friends, it can get pretty pricey. So that adds like more weight to it. So you have to like, the people that you want to actually like go out with or meet have to be people that you have like a connection with. So yeah, it's easy to go out and just meet new people, but actually like securing that connection and like actually becoming friends is pretty tough. I have friends that lived here already, so I already had like a kind of group of people that I can do that with. But if I didn't, I do know it'd be really rough. It'd be pretty rough actually making a friend out here. So it's good, but there are a little bit of things that you kind of got to think about. Another thing, let's see. I have like a big list here. Peaceful. Okay, yeah. Obviously, back in the United States, the last I don't know, it's been a long time. Last 10 years almost. It's been just like thing after thing after thing, where you just I feel like growing up during that time, I've just been so stressed all the time. Always worrying about the next thing. I'm worrying about jobs. I'm worried about my future. I'm worried about cost of living. I'm worried about my relationships. I'm worried about taxes, bills. Just a constant thing. Oh my God, I gotta fix my car, and then I gotta do this. It just stacks up. So, and then like that's not even accounting for like the social aspect of America, where like political stuff, social media, all the crap that you get like just blasted at you from like everything, the news, you know, it just never stops. So you have like that constant buzzing in your head, or like that constant pressure, I feel like that's always on you. And for each person it's different. I'm just talking about, you know, my experiences, where it just like it affects you. It slowly like kind of chips away. But here it's like super peaceful. I mean, here, I'll give you a little, like, look at this place. Look where I'm at right now. This is like just a park. Like, look at this nice little park. What's up there? But I can. There's not that many like worries out there yet. I know there will be. Obviously, it'll change, but right now it's just peaceful. I'm just, you know, it's very easy to kind of just relax and just take a load off. I don't pay attention. I don't tune in anything really back in America except family stuff. But that's pretty much it. And then I'm also just so busy with like school. I'm busy with mainly school. And then like weekends I'm going out with friends or doing something that just like I feel like it's how you're kind of meant to live. But in America, like it's not the same. So that would be a positive. It's like a caveat though, is I'm definitely an overthinker, which tended to serve me pretty well back in America. You know, I talked about like all this stuff that's like constantly just bombarding you, so you gotta like kind of put things in boxes and like focus on like the things, like really like tune into things that really matter to you. So I think like that helped me, being like an overthinker and like always having to kind of go on to the next thing. So it wouldn't like, you know, drive me insane. But here, now that like I'm trying to adjust to the peacefulness of it, to where some nights, you know, I like focus on one thing, I hyperfixate on something, and then it's just like kind of spiral a little bit. So I am adjusting to that. But peace is, God, I don't know. It would have been real bad if I stayed in the U.S. because I'm like recognizing now how much it really was like a poison on my brain. But yeah. Then what other positives are there? Well, let me check the list. General health. School, I guess I'm going to talk a little about school. School's pretty fun. It's definitely difficult. Super fast-paced. I would recommend anyone that's planning on doing any type of language school that they definitely study before and have like a decent baseline, because I started from nothing, and after like the first week, I feel like I've been trying to like catch up on everything. It's just having to learn the grammar, having to learn the words on top of the grammar, then having to learn kanji and katakana, hiragana, and then the polite and casual, and then, you know, it's just a lot. So, but school itself is great. Teachers are pretty good. I mean, the ones I have are great. I love them. Classmates are really cool. It's about 4 Americans in my class. I'm the youngest one, which is crazy now. Yeah, I'm the youngest one at 32, which is like wild. But then we got some Koreans. They're pretty cool. And then the rest are Chinese, and they're all right too. No, I'm playing. They're good. But other than that, yeah, that's probably the positives that stand out. Obviously, I don't know. Yeah, that's the positives. Negatives. Let's get into some of the negatives. Really not that many. It's like super short. I did say that, like with the people, you run into like fringe instances where it's like, oh, okay, I understand. I always call it the gaijin tax. don't be a gaijin. But I guess two instances where I just like, damn, you'll always be a foreigner, you know, was when I was going out with my buddy. We were going to a karaoke bar, and he speaks fluent Japanese. He's been here for like 11 years. He's been here a long time. But when we were going up to the bar, we ran into two other Japanese people that were also heading up to the bar, and then they started talking. So when we pull up to the bar, like one of the Japanese people that we met when we were walking with asks like the person at the door, like, oh, how many seats are there seats available? Because the place was kind of packed. And he didn't see me or my buddy yet. I mean, tall black guy, and he's like shorter white guy, average height white guy. But he said, and this is all in Japanese, but he said that we have six spots open. So there's 4 of us, and there's 6 spots open. Perfect. And then as soon as like we turned the corner, he saw me and him. He said, "Oh no, we only have 2. We only have 2 spots." So, and my buddy, who's like heard all this because it's like right there, but he just didn't see us yet. He starts speaking like Japanese, like, what do you mean? He just said you had 6, like 6 spots. And the guy was like, no. And he was basically like telling us we can't come in. So that kind of sucked, but I mean, it's their business. Like I said, first and foremost, I'm a guest here, so sucks. But that, I mean, you've probably seen it on social media, places saying like Japanese only. Normally, from what I've heard, it's mainly like only Japanese speaking people. Like if you can speak Japanese, then like you don't really have an issue with that. But yeah, that was one of the instances where I was like, damn, that kind of sucks. So you can get, I guess, labeled. But I mean, the good thing is that if I want to like look at the silver lining, is as a foreigner, you're going to be seen first and foremost as a foreigner. You're white, black, Mexican, whatever, they see you as kind of a foreigner. Might be a little different for certain ethnic backgrounds. I won't get into those details, but you know what I mean. But so you're gonna run into that. I mean, that's just anywhere in the world, I think, to be honest. Like anywhere you go, you're gonna have like issues with that. But yeah, like I said, I'm a guest here. I don't really let it affect me too much. But be prepared that you may run into that. And then the other instance would be when I was on the train. It's a pre-packed train, and I got a seat. And then we stopped at a station, and it didn't get like a lot of people got off from seats, but I was sitting next to this lady, and she, I don't want to assume, but because I'm like a big guy, so I mean I'm a 6'5", like 235-pound black guy, so you know, big guy. But she ended up like she's sitting next to me, and I usually like lean forward so I don't like my shoulders don't bump into people and stuff. But she like literally got up and sat right across from me in a spot where she was surrounded on both sides. And I was like, and then she like gave me kind of a weird look. I was like, that's when I was like, I started like trying to smell myself, like, do I stink? Like, am I like sweaty or something? But no, I think it was either because I'm just like big, but I mean the look that she kind of directed me didn't really feel like that. But yeah, those are like the only like bad experience I've had with people here. Another bad thing is, or negative, I guess, would be this place was not built for tall people. Which isn't, I mean, it's not even that bad. It's just, I'll show you, do a little tour of my share house. Super small, but I have to duck on everything. I have to like squeeze. Everything's just like super, super tiny, which can get a little irritating here and there, but it's whatever. I already told you about, you know, going out and having a good time. It's easy to do that, but I'll delve a little bit more into connecting with people, like actually connecting with people. With like people from my class, it's obviously easy to connect with like the Americans, just because language and culture. But I mean, they're gonna be leaving it after the first term, so it's like they're not like they're cool, but I can't like being a long-term friendship with them is like not really viable, which sucks. And then like trying to make friends out here with like actual Japanese people is like really hard because obviously I can't speak the language that well yet. I mean, like pretty bad. I'm pretty bad, but I'm learning. So you just have that natural kind of barrier, and then also, like I said, it's just people are very like I wouldn't say closed off, but they have their groups. They have like their people that they're close with, and if you want to actually like break into that, I feel that's pretty hard. So, which is like weird for me because I like making friends with anyone and everyone, but I'm trying to adjust to that as well as like don't emotionally invest into people right away. Like give it some time. And I would probably extend that into. I guess you do that in the U.S. too, but it's just harder out here, I think. So there's that. One of the negative things. Oh, sorry, I'm tired. I had a long weekend. Let's see. I think that's probably it. I'll probably think of something that I forgot to say, but yeah, it's just kind of my thoughts on it. Next time or next video will probably be on why I left the U.S. That's gonna get pretty heavy, so I don't know if whoever wants to watch that crap. But no, I'm enjoying myself. I'm more curious to see in like, let's say, a couple more months, I kind of reevaluate this and I think about it a little bit more if my thoughts kind of change on it. I think they will. I think obviously I'll probably have like more negatives to talk about just because that's just human nature. You'll start to see things that you just didn't initially see. You're kind of got the what do they call it? Like the shiny eyes, like, oh, like everything's like bright and shiny, but after a while, when you keep on looking at it, you start noticing like the cracks here and there. So, sure, I'll probably run into that at some point. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Probably gonna head home here and then go study and edit this and then go on to the next thing. But it's nice seeing you guys, whoever's watching. I know some of my buddies are watching, but it's nice seeing you guys, but I'll see you on the next one. Peace.